I, Jake, take you, Kristie, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forwards, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy law. In the presence of God, I make this vow.
I, Kristie, take you, Jake, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death us do part, according to God's holy law. In the presence of God, I make this vow.
I'm Kristie's father, and I stand here a very proud man on her wedding day to Jake. She's a very loving, caring and fiercely loyal person, but like most daughters can be challenging and independent of mind. Kristie values loyalty, and she shows that in abundance, and once she has made up her mind, she'll never let you down. Are you listening, Jake? She's very tenacious. We remember as a small child running up the hills in the Lake District as a toddler, pushing us aside as we try to help her, shouting, "I'd do it, I'd do it." Yeah. We now come to Jake, of course. I was not there at Jake's formative years. My job is to build him up, support him, and let you know how wonderful a person he has been and will be for my only daughter. Jake, is that what you wanted me to say? Yeah. We've been pretty much there from the beginning of Kristie and Jake's relationship. From the time I first met Jake, and his first and only words to me as I sat in the car outside his student home, he came up to the car and said, "All right, mate." And wandered back into the house. Who was this person, and was I really his mate? All was to be revealed. There'll be many exciting and joyous days ahead for you. And you should enjoy every day you can and savor the moments you have with your loved one on this journey.
Jake's come out with many, let's say, unintentional embarrassing moments whilst I've known him. One of my favourites regards a film. There's a film called Cloverfield, which, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's about an alien that basically comes down to New York and terrorises the city. When we were younger, I got it on DVD, so I texted Jake and I was like, "Oh, do you want to come round and watch Cloverfield?" And he replied, "Is that the one about the cat?" And for a minute, I had no idea what he was on about. And then the penny dropped, and it's funny to think today, a man who would go on to get a master's in design engineering would get the film Cloverfield confused with Garfield.
I've known Jake for about 23 years now, and as good friendships sometimes do, it started out as a rivalry. I'm sure you all remember the fierce debate over who should start in centre midfield for Castlecombe Colts Football Club, myself or Jake. Well, we both had our plus points, you know. I had pace, vision, determination. Jake had his dad as the manager. Well, there was a number of ways I tried to build bridges. Find a common interest. Thank you, Lego. Jake and I were both members of the Lego Club. So I've read that wrong. Jake and I were the Lego Club. I'm absolutely honoured to have been part of this today. Two of the kindest, warmest, genuinely most fun people I've ever met.
But first, I'd just like to pay some respects to someone who cannot be here today. After all, we owe him our name. My granddad, Jock Macmillan, sadly passed away in February. I'll always remember being in hysterics during a game of cards with him. He's such a kind soul, and I'm sure he is looking down and having a drink for us today. To Jock.
To Jock.
To Jock. So yeah, I'd like to thank my grandparents, Wendy and Pete, and my nan Josie, who are all incredible people and just full of love and all their support over the years. And thanks to my mum and dad. I wouldn't be where I am without you both, and I'm proud to say that you're my parents. Thank you to the bridesmaids, Lauren and Becky. You both look fantastic today, and I could not ask for a more kind-hearted sister. Yeah, for me, getting married to Kristie is a celebration of our love and relationship of almost 9 fantastic years, and a symbol of our commitment. But for Kristie, she was really excited to gain some awesome Instagram content. What makes Kristie special is her ability to grasp her plans and make them a reality with drive and energy. Kristie brings laughter to every occasion and every day, and in fact, the more serious the occasion, the more likely she'll be to laugh. Kristie is always very alert, getting people involved in a conversation or spotting if someone needs help. So alert, in fact, that weeks after meticulously planning the marriage proposal, which I thought I had successfully kept secret, she showed me a list on her phone of all the reasons she knew exactly what was going to happen. I'm extremely lucky to be with such an intelligent and stunning woman, and I'm sure everyone agrees that you look incredible today. I'm more excited than ever about what our future holds, and I can't wait to see what we can achieve together in our lifetimes. Raise your glasses to my wonderful bride, Kristie Macmillan. To Kristie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the dance floor your bride and groom, Jake and Kristie.